Hi, everybody. I'm Ralph Bristol. I'm running for mayor of Nashville, and my message today is I don't apologize. Sometimes you just should not. One of the times the crowd thought I was speaking when I should not have been at a mayoral candidate last week was when I interrupted fellow candidate Erica Gilmore as she was telling the crowd we have two Republicans in the race, Carol and Ralph. Well, I had to correct her because that's a factual error about me that she just made. It's not offensive. It's just wrong and it's misleading. I'm not a Republican. I have many Republican friends because Republicans would appear regularly on my radio program for 11 years. Democrats would not. Neither Mayor Dean nor Mayor Barry would ever accept any of the repeated invitations that I gave to them to discuss city issues on my radio program, with one exception. Barry sat down for an interview very early in her short tenure, and she came on the program one time later, much later, to talk about a street party for the Predators. I believe both the Republican and the Democratic parties have venerated histories and accomplishments, but I also believe that more recently, both parties have allowed party priorities to overshadow community priorities. And since the election for mayor of Nashville is a nonpartisan election, the mayor should neither be beholden to nor shackled by a party label and priorities and the negative reaction to it by part of the population. It may seem rude to blurt out, "No, I'm not," when an opponent with only a minute to speak says something untrue about me. But I hope Erica didn't see it as rude, and I hope the timekeeper allowed her the extra time that she needed in order to complete her thought. But what I could not do is let an untrue statement settle on the audience and be accepted as fact, thereby distorting the basis for their decision. I told the audience at another point in the evening, if I have to offend you to protect your children, I'm willing to do that. I am. I'm also not hesitant to appear rude if necessary to quickly sweep a factual error off the table so it doesn't distort the case being made. As I told a group of young Republicans the other night, the bad news for you is I'm not a Republican. The good news for you is I'm not a Republican, because that will help me become your next mayor. To the extent that Nashvillians have chosen a party, more have chosen Democrat than Republican. So someone running as the Republican candidate starts by adopting a handicap. I won't accuse Erica of trying to slap that Republican label on me to turn the audience against me, but it was still a factual error and one that needed to be corrected immediately for the voters to make a less biased decision. Now, many experts believe this is one of the many flaws in my campaign. All of those experts are attached to a political party in one way or another. I'm not taking their advice, but I'm not rejecting their friendship and especially their input on the important problems we have to solve and the decisions we have to make together. Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Independent, including independents with a small I, and that's me. The only party that I have an interest in is the election night watch party, during which we'll learn whether I win, place, or show. In round one, leading up to the May 24th election, I'm not playing to win outright. I want to get into a one-on-one 5-week runoff campaign with acting Mayor Briley. I think Nashville deserves that, and that's what I want. And it would be arrogant, bordering on delusional maybe, to think that more than 50% of Nashville voters would choose me out of a field of 12 very fine Americans in a very short time that any of us have had to introduce ourselves to voters who either barely know us or don't know us at all. Even if I only show, or worse, this experience has already produced so many new blessings for me that I can't lose. But for Nashville to win, I can't just show, or worse, I have to win or place and get into the big race. And you can help if you want that vision to win. You can donate, of course, and you can come to the watch party at Dave & Buster's on election night. Doors open at 6, buffet at 7 while it lasts, a 108-inch TV to watch the election results, a fresh air patio, and a cash bar. And be prepared to either make a donation or sign up to volunteer for one of the many election jobs that I'm going to be needing done during that 5-week campaign. Or neither. Just come and have a good time. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your vote. And please share this with your friends.